Hello everybody. As promised, this is the second video I'm making on how to georeference a non-georeferenced aerial photograph or image. And this way we're going to use the points that you get in the field. Actually, I'm going to cheat a little bit. So what I did, just to make it also current with our project, is I went to Google Maps and I just took a screenshot of Google Maps. And this will be used as our image that we're going to georeference. This happens actually quite a lot. A friend of mine, so let's go to the selection and we'll go to, I have it under pictures. Let's see, I believe it is this one, yeah. It has no reference. Okay, so, a friend of mine did this for her PhD dissertation. She had to go tracking through the jungles of Central America for days and days and days, just with her GPS system, just to find certain points so she could georeference satellite images. We're going to cheat. We're actually going to do it just using Google Maps. So here's a non-georeferenced. It has absolutely no georeference data. It's just a screenshot from Google Maps. But we can get through Google Maps, we can get these data points. So if you're in the field, that's the best way. It's a lot more fun being going out in the field, away from your computer once in a while. But what you can do is look at the image, and I know that right here there is a building. Yeah, there's like a orange fuzzy building area, and here it is. That's right here. That's the orange fuzzy building area. And this is online, so it's the resolution's better because when you zoom in, the resolution is better online versus my screen captured image. So what you can do is you can right click in the middle of that building, and this is in Dutch. It says, what is here? Wat is hier? You click there. Ta-ta! There you go. There's your coordinate system. It gives it both degrees and decimal. I always use decimal when georeferencing on ArcMap 10. But this is the thing we have to be very careful about. Normally, we're used to X, Y, yeah? And in ArcMap, it's going to ask you, I'll show you, for X, Y. So here we have the georeferencing toolbars open. If you haven't already, it's Customize Toolbars Georeferencing. We have it open. We're going to click on Add Control Point, left click, and then right click, Input X and Y. So here you go. It's asking for X and Y. We go back to Google Maps. Oh, look, X and Y. No. See, this is the north-south coordinates. So if you think of an XY bar graph, north-south is actually Y, and east-west, that's X. So be very careful when you're doing this. I have made this mistake a few times, where you're so used to seeing X comma Y, but it's actually Y comma X. So just copy and paste. There's another thing you need to be sorry. So like I said, first is Y, then is X. Also be careful, there should be no spaces, and be careful of the decimal placement. This is a Dutch ArcGIS, so the decimal is actually a comma. And if you're using something like a Dutch one, it may have commas as decimal places, but Google Maps uses decimals, those points as decimal holders. So just make sure you're doing that correctly. There is number one. We always want to do 3. So we've done this one. Let's do something. Let's do a tree, just to show that it can be done. Here we have 2 trees in the middle of the dunes. Let's take the big guy. So here are the 2 trees we talked about. Again, right click, what is here? There is the decimal system. Beautiful. We'll zoom in, zoom in. Now we'll click, right click. So left click, right click, input XY. Oops. Oops. Oh, I didn't copy that correctly. There we go. So 51 for us is the Y. 5 is the X. Again, I have to change the dots to a comma. Okay. Don't worry, it'll zoom in and out, because now, just like if you watch the other video, we're now teaching the ArcGIS what the spatial reference is. So before it had no idea, and now I'm giving it one idea of distance. Now it knows the approximate distance between 1 and 2. The directions, not so good. So we need at least a third control point. Let's see another nice third control point. Is that there on the picture? It is right on the corner. I am going to zoom in on this middle one where these two roads meet. Right click, left click on what is here. There's the decimal us that we want. The y-x coordinates. Control C. And let's zoom in here as well. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, I am. Okay. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. Left click, right click, input XY. The Y is first, so that's 51. I think it already knew. Well, that's good, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. Wow. Well, we know it's working then, don't we? I'm going to do it anyway, just for giggles. Teehee. Okay. Now we have the object the way it should be, and the projection that we wanted. So as you see, it's a rectangle like this. It's georeferenced without having to use a already pre-georeferenced guide. Thank you for watching. We're going to continue with more videos. Now we know 2 different ways of georeferencing images in ArcGIS, and you go ahead if you want to practice this and have fun with it to further your georeferencing knowledge.